Some exciting news in the watch world this week, and the gift that keeps on giving, that is Rolex.
Yes, exactly. So big announcement last week, end of last week on the 1st of December from Rolex HQ. They're going into the grey market. Rolex are, what should we say, doing very well in the grey market outside of actually being controlled by Rolex. So Rolex's announcement has been that they are now going to certify and repair or authenticate and service, that's the word I'm looking for, service the watches, giving the potential buyer in the grey market security and Rolex sort of authenticity and support, basically.
I mean, we've heard about, we all talk about the Rolex bubble, and this has been simmering for quite some time over the last few years. The grey market prices for second-hand, mostly sports models, so think GMT, the Daytona, Submariner.
Exactly, yeah.
Prices have been often 2, sometimes 3 times the retail price, but you can't buy them from the authorised dealers because there's a 3-year, a 5-year, a 10-year waiting list.
Well, exactly, and
Rolex must feel like they're missing out.
Well, that's it. It's also their ADs must also be feeling the pressure a bit as well. So you can imagine having a really fancy franchise and then not being able to supply your clients, or as you said earlier, 100 people coming in and you having to turn them down and put them on a waiting list. Then after a while or a few years, you'll probably feel the pressure a bit from your clients.
So in a nutshell, what does this Rolex pre-owned scheme entail? So tell me about the watches.
Right, so the watches will be purchased through the authorised dealer for Rolex. There's about 1,800 worldwide. I know they're starting with 16 as of immediately, mainly in Switzerland and so on. The watch would be purchased, we don't know for what sort of price. It would then be sent to Rolex for authenticating, servicing, and then it would be supplied with a certificate of a proof of those jobs and supplied with swing tags back to the AD, who would then have a secondary or second-hand display to then sell it on again with all the accreditation from Rolex.
So you'll get a certified pre-owned, we're going to put one on screen now, so you get a proper certified pre-owned swing tag. You'll get a new
colours
card as well, beige card.
Exactly, a beige card, and it looks all really, really good. They've obviously thought this through for years and years.
So I think one of the biggest unknowns is how these certified pre-owned watches are going to be priced. Now they have to be at least 3 years old.
Yes.
To qualify for that pre-owned market. So we're not going to get dealers flipping their own stock, which I think was a bit of an initial concern.
Very clever.
But hard to know how that, a brand new GMT Master 2 that is, say, £9,000, a 3-year-old one is 15, 16, 17,000.
Yes.
So I guess we don't know what sort of level the certified pre-owned watches are going to be pitched at.
Not 100%, but I think the general feeling is that they're trying to circle the wagons around the market, as we know, and basically perpetuate its own purchasing through its AD. So what you've got is an AD that can put you on a waiting list for 3 years for the model that you want. For now, have a look at our second-hand market, see what you want, buy that, and in 3 years' time, when your watch arrives, your new watch, we'll buy it back off you, give you the funds for the new watch. And then 3 years' time, the same again happens and so on. And it keeps you within the family.
So if we look at the rest of the grey market, apart from the Rolex, certified, what effect do you think it's going to have on the rest of the grey market, on prices? Because, we're still very much we're not quite at the peak and the price have dropped quite a bit, but we're still quite, still up there.
Well, the last 12 months we've seen an increase on supply from Asia due to financial issues that perhaps aren't so apparent in the news and things like that. I see that continuing with oversupply from financial strains around the world that we're going to see over the next few years. That's almost certainly. So a lot of stock means the prices will come down. But predictions, next couple of years prices will either maintain or drop slowly, so good time to sell if you're in for short-term investment in watches. long-term investment watches, so 5+ years, then hold tight.
So I think to sum up, I mean, you know, we've seen this huge Rolex bubble over the last few years. It's becoming a bit of a cliche now. I think that bubble's well and truly burst.
Yes.
Its prices are on their way down to more just sensible levels. You know, they're still going to be more than retail, but when we've got, you know, Daytonas being sold for 3, 4, 5 times retail, it's a bit silly, and there's a lot of greed, there's a lot of profiteering. So hopefully we'll see some stability and a return to more saner times. If you're interested in selling a wristwatch, then visit our website where you can upload photographs and get a free auction valuation.